Hey everybody, I'm Nico.
I'm Jonah.
And I'm Kevo, and I saw Suzie Toot dancing with the devil.
Well, that's what we're here to talk about. We had the amazing opportunity as an X's First Show team and family to check out some drag-related Christmas stuff. We saw a very drag Christmas presented by Murray and Peter, and we got to go back to Vegas and see Drag Race live at the Flamingo again, where we got to see a bunch of new girls in some amazing roles. So we saw Nina West, Jewelz Sparklez, Bosco, Love Lexi, Lydia B Kollns, Crystal Methyd, Suzie Toot, Shea Coulee, Alyssa Edwards in a surprise cameo. Plus, over in Vegas, we saw Jimbo, Daya Betty, Kylie Soniq Love, Kahanna, and Derrick Barry. There were so many girls, I had to have a list. I am so excited to talk about this stuff with you guys. We saw Drag Christmas last year up in Portland, Maine, had an amazing time. Wanted to see it again this year. We were lucky enough to get to see Nina as the host both times. Amazing. The only thing I missed out on was her amazing original number from last year, Callista. I would have loved to have seen that again this year. But Jonah, this was your first drag Christmas, right?
Yes, it was, and a very special Christmas present to me to get to see drag queens dancing on stage. I loved it. I had a fantastic time with you both. We just had such a wonderful time. I loved getting to see Nina be a host. She has such a beautiful and just amazing personality for hosting. She made everything feel great and festive and fun. She had a moment that was like really deep. So like it wasn't just smiles. It was let's get out there and do our part as well. So I loved everything that she was able to bring. Her energy is unmatched.
Well, don't forget when you got her to call herself a whale.
Say your name, Jonah. Wait, say it again. Jonah. Jonah. Like Jonah and the whale. Jonah and the whale. Go to hell. Life just does this to me. Nice to meet you, Jonah. I'm the whale. Jonah.
You're making it sound
She
like
did that to herself.
She said that to herself. I said my name. She made a connection, and then she made a joke at her own expense, and we laughed with her, not at her. I didn't make her say anything, mister.
Agreed completely, but I believe she got you to say something as well.
Oh, I did. I was the lucky fan picked out of the audience that got to introduce Bosco to the stage for her first number.
Okay, well, you have to represent all of Morristown and the surrounding tri-state area by bringing this next entertainer to the stage. Can you get this room hype enough so that they will actually take the stage? Can you make it so big that people are going to lose their minds and stand up out of their seats and scream and throw bras on the stage, pull their hair out, rip their panties off, and shove them down your throat? Can you do that? Absolutely. Okay. All right, Jonah. The whale will give you the microphone. Here you go. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stage, Bosco!
And it was just a lovely moment that I got to, chat with Nina for a little bit. I got her to say "Go Bird," which was very funny.
So what is it? What'd you say? Go Birds!
Go Birds!
What a controversial thing that would be. To get down on the ground. Go teams! Okay.
Go Birds!
I just had a really great time just being able to support a queen that I adore very, very much, and I put it as it's my favorite queen and performer. I love Bosco.
You love Bosco. What is it about Bosco that you like so much?
It's just a sultry demon with a dry sense of humor. That's right up my alley.
Sultry demon, dry sense of humor, right up my alley.
I love that. Now, Kevo, this was your second time seeing Drag Race Christmas. We saw it together last year, like I said. How'd you feel about this year where we had so many girls?
So many girls, and I loved the show that we saw last year when we were up in Maine, but I loved this one so much more because Nina was able to be more interactive with our area. We had been up in the upper balcony, and it was great to see it from that perspective. But yeah, like we said, Jonah got to interact with Nina, and that was really cool. She interacted with a lot of audience members and was traipsing through the audience a lot. She was great. She's always so wonderful. We love seeing her perform. We saw her perform in a Broadway showcase. We've seen her do this before. She's worked in so many wonderful things. Children's entertainment. She's worked with the Muppets. I loved her hosting in this. I loved her many costume changes. I loved that the costume she was wearing during your interaction was Holly Gennaro from Die Hard, because that is such an odd and obscure Christmas reference to make, but it was so cute. As much as I missed her original performance from last year, I love that she did get to do a host performance, and it was very classic drag cabaret, like the style that we regularly see in the neighborhood in Philly when we go hang out there, with the various Christmas clips interspersed and whatnot. She is such a hoot, and it was so fun. I really enjoyed it so much.
And speaking of classic drag, one of the things that was crazy was, don't get me wrong, I was blown away to see so many girls from season 17, and I can't wait to talk about them. But we got to see two of Drag Race's most famous royal queens. We got to see Shea Coulee, who sang live, by the way. She did Nat King Cole's Christmas song. Absolutely one of my favorites. She, as one of my favorite queens ever, blew me away with her live vocals. But we also got an out of nowhere cameo from Alyssa Edwards herself. It left everybody in the audience saying it was absolutely crazy. It was just so fun. She accidentally called Canada Connecticut. There was so much magic going on, and it felt so much like a Christmas wish, because like, even if like you aren't the world's biggest Alyssa fan, and that's not anyone here, but even if you weren't, you would be blown away by the sudden appearance of one of the most famous queens ever.
It felt like a live action version of one of those moments where Bugs Bunny pops out of the earth and is like, I made a wrong turn at Albuquerque. Like, it felt like she was confused to be here. It was wild.
Oh, I completely agree.
Old geesh. She looked gorgeous. The way she pushed Nina out of the way for good light to take a photo.
It was so perfect, because it was so quintessentially these classic girls. And of course, speaking of classic girls, we got to see, like we said, Bosco. Now, that was actually like our third or fourth time seeing Bosco, because we've been lucky enough to see her out in the Vegas show. And the only thing I want to point out is she sort of brought part of the Vegas show with her. Now, I don't know, because like something we've seen the Vegas show a few times. And so like, when we just saw it this past time, and we're going to get to it, Derrick had a Britney number, and that was so much fun. But the numbers kind of are pretty standard. You hear Maneater by Nelly Furtado, one of my all-time faves. You hear Dua Lipa Physical. There are certain pieces that are like pretty standard to the show. So I wonder if that's actually a Bosco number that she carries with her and put in the show or whatnot. But it was really exciting to get to see her and Crystal sort of represent the years that are not exactly the earliest. It was just great to see these girls spanning this huge section of Drag Race royalty. And while this was not produced by WoW, this is not a Drag Race production, it is so smart picking so many Drag Race girls. And I thought it was great getting to see Bosco for the millionth time. Couldn't have been happier. And I was really excited to get to see Crystal for a second Christmas in a row. So that's my second Crystal Christmas. And I think at the third one, I get the fourth one free or something. I don't know. But this was such a cool lineup of girls. And that we also got so many season 17 girls was crazy to me.
I love that for them. I love that they were booked and blessed to be able to go on this tour. There was a large number of them, and all of them each a fantastic entertainer in their own right. I get to blame Lydia B Kollns for my earworm of "All I Want for Christmas Is You" by Vince Vance and the Box. I get to specifically put that blame on her because she performed that number beautifully, and I was like, "What is this song? Why am I obsessed with it?" And I spent an entire day listening to it like 2 weeks ago. That's a true story.
What a wild year she has had, too. She's gone from 17 to All-Stars 10 to this wonderful holiday. I also loved that song. I loved her performance. It was great seeing the art that we so loved her bringing to the seasons we watched in our coverage earlier this year, live to the stage.
And one of the things that was so fun was each girl kind of did what they're known for, but also completely something like unexpected. We got to see Suzie Toot do some tap dancing, some live singing, and she came out in full menorah geesh. We got to see Love Lexi roll around that stage. the thing that was really interesting was I thought that that one of the best parts was that Jewelz Sparklez gave us kind of exactly what we thought we were going to get in that Ariana performance. She did a little bit of Wicked. She also captured some really amazing stuff from Ariana's bigger catalog. But Lydia did not do, she did not come out and do a very Twin Peaks Christmas, which I think is really great because she understands how to change for the venue. She understands how to transform to who she's performing for. And at the same time, Shea did a live singing performance that really proved to the haters. Like, everybody's always like, no, Benson Boone can sing live. Fuck that. Shea Coulee can sing live. And I thought that she then came out and she cacked the shit out of that. She was just full giving at the end. It was so amazing to see her serve so hard. And that Bosco still managed to be sexy, even though it's Christmas, and not just in a Santa baby way, in a Santa these are my titties way. It was so much fun. And like, I loved seeing so many sides of these girls.
Oh, absolutely. I actually love that not everybody's number was Christmas related. It was a mix of non-Christmas songs and performances as well, which made it great because not that we don't love Christmas music. We as a family and a unit are obsessed with Christmas. Who doesn't love Christmas music? I know Halloween is the only thing holding it back and it's not played sporadically earlier out in the world. But it was just nice to be like, oh, there's breaks and levels. It was a really good show in that way of giving us different performances and different styles, that it's not just expected Christmas music, even though we got some great remixes, great different tellings. Like, I love Suzie Toot singing Dreidel live, and then her mega evolving into Mega Chandelier Suzie Toot, which was Menorah Suzie Toot, Menorah Jones, if you will.
She was absolutely the demonic Betty Bop in all her glory.
That demonic Betty Bop.
And, I love all of that, and I really agree with all of that. And I think it is even true of Vegas. One of the best things about being repeat attendees at the Vegas show, even though it rarely changes, is it makes the subtle changes when you get them all the more exciting. But, it's almost like a stage show of Drag Race that you get to go see live, and by having different girls rotate in and out, it does change the dynamic, it does change the energy, and it's getting to see the different performers' takes on the numbers that you expect to see. And that's what's really cool about it, like the fact that Jimbo, our host, took that ring from the ceiling every opportunity she got, and we've seen hosts that do not do that ring as much, and that's probably also a personal comfort choice, and I respect that, but that's something that makes it then different when you go see it different times, to see how different performers will take those moments.
And one of the things I loved about it was Jimbo did multiple characters. Jimbo didn't just come out and do Jimbo. She did Jimbo. She did Shirley Temple. She did Joan Rivers. She really tried to take the hosting in her own direction. We've been lucky enough to see Asia O'Hara do the performance multiple times. And she actually has a personal number that she does that I thought was just off the charts. So I thought Jimbo had some really big clown shoes to fill because it's Jimbo. And Jimbo's original number, Big Top, was so good. Such an incredible opportunity. I thought Daya Betty took the number that we've seen Yara Sofia do a few times, really in that Yara Sofia giant titty, Latina kind of like fun way. And Daya did it like a punk rock girl. And it was still the same number, but you felt the energy was different. Kylie did the number that we've been lucky enough to see Bosco, among others, perform. And it was so great to see a different take on that same kind of burlesque. And just to throw back for a second, Bosco's burlesque to Sade was beyond smooth operating. It was the sweetest taboo. Now, we've seen Kahanna a few times. She gives, I mean this like the best possible way, she gives the exact same A+ every time. It's not that if you've seen Kahanna once, you've seen her a million times. It's that she never lets anyone new down in the audience. And getting to see Derrick Barry do the Britney number felt like a check mark on like my drag card. I've seen Derrick do Britney Spears. I'm officially gay.
It was a dream come true because every time we go to the Vegas show, we're like, who are we going to get? Because there are people who are, staples in the show. But there's also a couple of alternatives that will come in, especially during the holidays. So it's very easy you can see it 3 nights in a row and you might get at least 1 or 2 different queens who are performing, which is what happened. We did last year. And so it was really fun, and just kind of the excitement of we only went once because we had someone else in special to go see the next day. So we were only unfortunately able to go once. So we were just kind of had to figure out like, all right, well, who are we going to see this time? And the fact that we got to see Kahanna again was absolutely incredible. It was so exciting to see Kylie Soniq Love, Daya Betty, and Derrick Barry to do the actual performances in the show. And I was really excited for that because especially this time going to see it, confirming it, they do a different little styling and a different little zhuzhing for each of these girls to make the numbers a little more unique and personal. Like Nico was talking about Daya Betty doing the physical, more like 80s workout inspired number. And most of the songs are still the same until the ending where it's fully punky and Daya Betty and just fully like for her. Britney's Derrick number we haven't seen before. And she shot down in the I'm gonna fail my gay test and my gay card right now. What's the music video that she was dressed for? The red jumpsuit.
Oh, she was Oops, I Did It Againing.
Thank you. Which was just incredible. Derrick the unclockable, unclockable Britney. And it was just really cool going to Vegas, having it feel special and different and cool. And it was just really a really great time that we went.
I love that how committed Derrick is to Britney. He's updating the Britney look and style, that he now does the knife twirling. And I thought during the show when he said, I'm selling knives at the merch table, it was a joke. And then we got to the merch table and there were they look mostly prop. But Nico was saying they still look a little, let's get dangerous. So, but that's where Britney's at right now. So that was a really wild, really cool. What a titan of drag to see, and always when you go to the show. And that's one of the things that we love so much about it. These are these performers that you've been getting to know for the last 17, 18 years. And that's what makes it so cool to be able to go and, you never know who you might get.
And it means in like 2 weeks, we saw like 4 winners. We got to see Alyssa Edwards. We got to see Shea Coulee. We got to see Jimbo. And we got to see Kylie. So like it was just an unbelievable number of mega all-stars, of girls that have been on multiple franchises. And the number of girls we saw that have done all-stars. We saw Nina, who's done all-stars. We saw Lydia, who's done all-stars. We saw Shea, Alyssa, Jimbo. We saw Daya. We saw so many girls. Kylie, obviously, as like a winner.
Kylie, Bosco, Kahanna.
Oh my God.
Derrick. Literally everybody but the other 17 girls not named Lydia was on All Stars.
And so, like, it really stepped up the magic for me this year. We've been lucky enough, like I said, we've seen Asia, we've seen Morphine, who, by the way, Morphine is having, like, the family affair moment of her life right now. So do check out our coverage and then watch season 18, Meet the Queens. Just absolutely mind-blowing how many girls are giving their all and their best. And one of the things I love is that this Vegas show, it's very cozy. It's very homey. I maybe even think sometimes like the show is bigger than the theater, but the theater is beautiful. The Flamingo is getting a massive overhaul to celebrate its anniversary. And one of the things that never lets me down, no matter what type of, and unfortunately it is very specific to athletic body types. And by athletic, I do mean with a little bit more cuts in it. There are plenty of people who are very athletic that don't have maybe what's considered a model body, but there's a lot of kind of models out there. And there are so many incredibly good looking men between these two tours, the 2 male dancers on the Christmas tour, the hunky dancers in the pit crew at Drag Race Live, everybody's so beautiful, and it's really exciting because, like, traditionally what we saw when we saw it previously was there was an extended sequence where Nick, who is Lazy Susan, Lazy Susan, actually has like a video and there's an interactive part for her. But this time we actually didn't get to see that video. So now we do know that it can be cut. We've also seen an alternate come in and do that section. So it was just really great to see the girls and these guys all be fantastic, all be fabulous, and just serve absolute turning 19 in Poland.
The opening video was different too. That was shocking. We were like used to the regular opening video. And it was
we were
different.
Waiting for Moulin Rouge.
Yeah, I love Moulin Rouge opening, but nope, different stuff. That's okay.
Yeah, and it's kind of surprising because like the stuff that they kept in was like Glamazon Airways. Like, so like, I probably would have kept Moulin Rouge over that, but like, no offense to any of those girls. Every one of those girls is fabulous. I feel like there isn't really a bad thing to do. I think that maybe if like for you need to do it on a budget, like we've done the meet and greet, we love it, we think it's really cool, but if like you're on a budget, the meet and greet isn't super necessary. There isn't a bad seat in the theaters we were in, there isn't a bad seat at Vegas. It's exciting to get to see these girls. Last year we got to see Brooklyn dance live, and that was for me literally life-changing. I'm a big fan of dance. I've gone to a lot of dance shows growing up. My best friend was a ballerina, and so I did a lot of ballet shows growing up, and getting to see all of these girls dance, not just Brooke last year, but I kind of got cold-hearted on my mind. Definitely check out the Canada coverage because it's fucking wild how good these girls are this year. It's so special to see these girls show off different talents. Something we talk about a lot is like the best singers don't get to sing every episode, but I got to hear Shea sing. I got to hear Suzie sing. And what was amazing is Alyssa came in and did one-liners. She literally showed up. It was introduced as Alyssa is like somebody's Christmas wish, and she just came out and was amazing. And evidently, there is a thing where every tour stop, they say, what should we replace butthole with in Lydia's name? And we just happen to say back rolls. And then, of course, none other than back rolls herself came out. So I just felt like this was the drag Christmas to be had. And I really look forward to 2026 trying to outdo this.
What was the weird one? It was like Brenda or something. There was a bad one that they told us they'd gotten.
Okay, but Brenda's so bad that I feel like it wraps around to being funny.
There was something where Nina was like, don't ask.
I had the best time. I cannot wait to go back, see more of this. Obviously, we've also done the Work the World tour, had a great time. I have really not had a bad experience. Like we even had the chance to meet Manila at Philly Pride, and that was amazing. She's going to be on Worst
Pride. You got New York Pride.
Oh, that was New York Pride. Thank you.
Yes.
Because we did a bunch of prides this year. We were very, very, very excited about being gay this year. And so we are always so enamored of getting to see these girls and getting such a focused opportunity to see so many of them do what they do best. Honestly, I'm going to be taking that Bosco number with me everywhere I go for a while, and hope nobody looks down. So I would love to get your guys' final thoughts. What did you guys think? Drag Race Vegas, Drag Christmas, hit me.
I just had a wonderful, amazing time with you guys. I thought the shows were great, well worth the price. It's really cool just getting to be able to support these people that we get to see on TV, who are fantastic entertainers, who get to travel the continent, being incredible, showcasing this queer art. There's just nothing more that makes me happy getting to do something like that with you guys. And it just reminds me of making sure we also just go out and support our and your local drag. Go see your girls, go tip them, go support them, show them love, because you never know who's going to end up on that show. You never know if someone that you get to go see every week on a Friday is going to be next casted.
And that's even the thing that I was going to say about going to these shows is you never know what's going to happen. We love telling the story of the time we were waiting in the check-in line for our show, And who came out
Kennedy.
the stage door?
Kennedy effing Davenport. Kennedy, one of my
Was-
all-time favorite girls ever.
She was waiting as an alternate for the night, and they didn't need her, so she was like leaving half out of drag and was like, "Oh, I'm not here tonight. Have a good night." And we were like, "Oh, enjoy your night off." And she was so sweet and friendly. Alyssa showing up. We had Peppermint show up at a show one time and was used as the audience volunteer. You never know what's going to happen when you go to one of these. And like Jonah was saying, you never know who's going to be the next girl. We love going to the Empress in Asbury Park, and then
Crystal.
lo and behold,
The amazing Crystal Envy.
go support your local queens. Go support the queens that you see in shows like this, even when they're demonic Betty Bops. It was a wonderful show. It's a wonderful Christmas. It's always a wonderful Christmas with you guys and with our audience.
And I just want to echo that. I think the two experiences that really, in talking about all this, that unbelievable time where Pep, she was really just an audience member, and I'm going to try not to get choked up, but she could see what a big fan I was, and she took the time to take a photo with me and just talk to me and just be a person. And that's the magic of this show. She was an audience member at Drag Race in Vegas and still took the time to be so beautiful. And that was unforgettable. And honestly, Nina, as a guy who does Drag King Cabaret, Nina sets the standard that I want to be. I'm such a huge fan. And so just getting to see Nina twice, and like Kevo pointed out, getting to see Nina in the workshop of Channing Tatum, just absolutely incredible. Really hope that more happens for that show and more musical theater for all of these unbelievably talented girls. But until we come back to talk more about these amazing girls, Kevo, where can we find you online?
You can find me at Kevo Really. That's KEVOREALLY.
Jonah, hit me.
You can find me places online at Peak Jonah.
As for me, you guys can find me Nico Action, NICOACTION. If you guys want to find out more about the show, like, comment, and subscribe to X's for Show here on YouTube. Don't forget to check out our other feeds like HTML and X's for Comics. Those are amazing podcasts where you can follow along with everything that we love. And then do us 3 favors. Number 1, please stay safe. It's a cold world out there. Number 2, be brave. And number 3, evolve daily. Who you were yesterday, amazing. Who you are today, incredible. But who you are tomorrow is who's going to get to see Drag Race Christmas 2026.